I heard about a man the other day, caught up in a terrible fray. Authorities upon him did assail because he was catching rain in a pail. I thought it to be a little insane to punish a man for collecting rain. Does anyone own the rain from a cloud? Can such a thing be disallowed? Hath the rain a father, or who has begotten the drops of dew? What kind of law says the rain is reserved for a privileged few? I considered his plight and went about my business. I read of a soldier who, though once a hero, is now left to slowly fallow. He served his country quite affably, and now he's considered an enemy. I find this a terrible result, that in exchange for service, he receives insult. Who hath put wisdom in the inward parts? Rejecting wisdom, fools consider heroes a threat. Regardless of cause or war, isn't it wrong to discard the vet? I considered his plight and went about my business. Listening to the evening news, the anchor vehemently expressing his views regarding parents who didn't want their child vaccinated, and the anchor wanted them eviscerated. I thought them unfairly reviled for making parental decisions for their child. Who hath given understanding to the heart? The state has become dictatorial, and forcibly it will impart. I considered their plight, and then went about my business. Now I was really steamed when a family lost their business and their dreams just because they took a stand for what they believed and to their values they did cleave. But opposing opinions about the sodomite revolution seem not to be protected by the Constitution. From the wicked their light is withholden, and the high arm shall be broken. Unnatural activity formerly was referred to as queer, now such can't be spoken. I considered their plight and thought it none of my business. How horrible is the torture found in Islamic prisons, and the beheading of even innocent children. Political correctness keeps the media hushed, and the voices who would tell the truth are crushed. What will keep this from coming to our shores? Is not our government rife with Moors? Hast thou seen the doors of the shadow of death? A Ghibli is bearing down upon the west. Will it be dark? Will we have breath? I considered their horrible plight, but it didn't affect my business. My neighbor was quite overwhelmed over something he called a jeweled helm. I don't know if that's quite right, but I know he was ready to put up a fight. As he explained, I thought it just a little eerie to have soldiers occupy U.S. cities. He mocketh at fear and is not affrighted. Neither turneth he back from the sword. Should Christians trouble themselves over such? We're supposed to trust in the Lord. I considered what my neighbor said and went about my business. Today, my computer failed to work, and this left me in a terrible lurch. It seems my cell phone is dead too, and I'm not sure what to do. The power keeps being interrupted. I hope that maintenance gets it adjusted. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. I received a notice today. It seems the banks are taking my money, and the government wants my land. Why would this malady come upon me? I always mind my own business. Soldiers are marching through our neighborhood, speaking a language not understood. We've been informed martial law is in effect, and every house must be checked. They say we must report to the camps, and every hand must be stamped. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Why didn't someone warn us of this terrible plight? Why didn't someone protest this unlawful business? Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. They came first for the communists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Catholics, and I didn't speak up because I was Protestant. Then they came for me. And by that time, no one was left to speak up.